press the bell icon on the YouTube app to never miss a video from SNG Comedy. Hello and welcome to the big question with SNG Comedy. We never introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
No, we never do.
Because now we just get it that people know who we are.
Yeah, and
I'm
what
Adar.
this is.
I'm Kautuk.
I'm Neville.
And we should also do a hello. I think for the first time we should do a hello in like a cappella. Can you guys? You think we can?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Okay, you guys will join me. Right?
Okay.
Hello.
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 Oh, that was
People
terrible.
just shut this thing off.
I know.
right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yeah, it's
Let's
over.
get to the topic.
The topic, rather the question.
Question.
Is what are our favorite places at home here in Bharat?
Favorite places at home is bedroom. Like, there's
But
like five options.
technically that is a place in India.
Yeah,
bedroom.
in my bedroom.
So yes.
Favorite places to visit in India.
In India.
Yes.
And we are going to address the elephant in the room.
Yes. And that is
Goa. Okay.
Because if you've seen Dil Chahta Hai
Yeah. Or you have friends.
or you have friends
Yeah.
or just anything you want to go to Goa.
I remember when I told my dad I was going to Goa and he was like, "Why? To meet girls and do drugs?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Shit, how did he
How
know?"
did he
No, but my parents didn't ask me that. Like the first time I went to Goa, I was young. In fact, I had gone with my parents. So that was my last.
Oh yeah, me too. First time I went to go with my
Correct.
parents.
And they take you to some like
Hotel.
and you're just like in the pool all day and
Resort.
And then they take you to South Goa. You go to Vasco and you go to the churches and all of that.
Correct.
And then after that, I went for a not solo trip, but
Basically-
me and two other guys because Dil Chahta Hai. And I was 18. And the Goa that we saw then was just
No, so that's what. There are two kinds of Goas. There's the cultural Goa and then there's the counter-cultural Goa.
I think the reason why people, especially us in Bombay, go to Goa because it's a 45-minute flight. I think
Yeah.
45 minutes, not even 45.
Whatever.
35
It takes longer to reach the airport.
Yeah.
It takes to go to Goa.
like should I go to Colaba or should I go to Goa?
Yeah, fuck it.
It takes the same time. And also because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
most part, it's really cheap. And,
It's really
and
cheap.
also, man, white chicks. Let's just
Yeah.
admit it. Indian guys go there just to stare at white chicks because not me anymore. I used to.
No, but
now,
but what? Where else?
Yeah.
Where else?
No,
means
I mean,
so because you automatically assume that you're going to go to Goa and
Yeah.
you're going to get laid.
yeah.
Like that's the even before you've gone there.
That's
Okay.
the false.
And so this was false hope that
Hope,
everybody
yeah,
has,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So when I was 18, I went. Two of my friends, and I, so three of us went. At the same time, a lot of people my age were doing their first sort of only boys trip to Goa. And before we left, another group of my friends had gone, and that guy came in, and we were all hanging out at night. So I said, "How was Goa?" He's like, "Acha tha, yaar, theek tha. Actually, koi mili nahi."
oh, he had some hopes that he went with.
Yeah,
them.
and listen, this guy
Yeah.
looks fuck all. Okay? Like, he looks fuck
So
all.
here's the problem with this idea, and I know I'm also part of it because I also thought the same. But here's the problem with this idea. For this idea to work, there need to be a whole host of women going to Goa saying, "I'm also going to get laid."
Yeah.
Otherwise, it does not work.
It doesn't work. That's
You guys
true.
notice this? Like a chick from Russia wears a bikini. देख लिया है. But a chick from India wears a bikini.
Yeah,
Like, ये क्या है?
There's novelty, no?
No, and
Novelty. You're just like, fuck.
There's just gangs of dudes just rolling around the beach like a cloud of testosterone. Like it's
And
just-
they all wear VIP chaddis. All of them
Brown
swim-
color.
Yeah, the brown
Yeah.
color VIP chaddis.
See, but the thing is, like, so like from 18 now, 29, in the last 11 years, must have gone to Goa like once every year.
Yeah.
You know, Katie and I have done trips together also
Yeah.
there. So you've seen like it change. My
Yeah.
first time when I went 18, I used to go to Baga. Because, oh, fucking Baga, that's where it is at. The next day when I went, I moved a little bit ahead. I went to like Anjuna. I'm like, okay, that's when I discovered like
Baga mein haga.
curlies and
That's what my-
braves and shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Then like the older I've gotten, the further away you keep going because what has become of Baga and
Yeah,
Kalangut,
Kalangut.
and it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's something about the mainstream population. When they hear about something, the first thing they're like, let's fuck
it up.
Yeah,
Let's fuck it up.
destroy
Yeah.
So Baga, Anjuna for that matter today, I will not go.
Dude, I went there just to sort of look around what's happening. It's fuck all.
Anjuna used to be that place.
There's more Haryanvis in Anjuna than local Goans I've seen.
Yeah.
Because they're all working for cheap at shacks.
Yeah.
And you assume that, they'll know how to make Goan food or shit. They don't know how to make
Nothing,
Goan food.
nothing, yeah.
They give you like
Pav
fish,
bhaji.
which is in your head, oh, go on fish curry, but it's got like tomato hanging there. I'm like, bro, nahi hota hai ye. I know. Doesn't happen like that.
You need to in Goa. You need to know the places to go eat food because there's so many imposters there trying to make Goan food.
Yeah.
And now it's gone like further away, right? Like it's gone to like Arambol and Borjam, which is the more.
Dude, I can't even trust, at Goa, and generally all beaches in India, you have adventure sports, right? Like you have the water sports thing.
Banana boat.
Dude, I cannot trust like parasailing with this dude. Just like, he'll just show up like a salesman. And he'll be like, hey, you want to go parasailing? Huh? Parasailing.
You'll be like parasailing, no. Scooter, no. Drugs, yes.
Yeah, Goa's fun, but I'll tell you what. Like for me, South Goa is obviously much better now.
Shanti, yeah.
Shanti.
I think it's you move further closer to south, the older you get.
Yeah.
Like at 18 you started Baga, and then by the time you're 40 you're all the way over.
You've discovered a new beach.
Hey, this Patnam and Palolem and
yeah, exactly.
keep
And then
going
you keep going, and then eventually you reach what is after Goa, that Gokarna.
Gokarna.
That's become the new scene.
that's
Right? That's become Goa what it was in the 80s or 70s.
And they have
That's Gokarna now.
phosphorescent plankton there, right?
Yeah.
In Gokarna.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to see that.
It's
That
good.
is a place.
I think eventually it'll just be straight into Kerala. That's where you go.
But that's already there. You see, the thing is, the reason we're doing this about places in India is because the first thing, where do you want to go? America. I want to go either. We, like, most people don't realize that in India we have such diverse places to go to, and it's cheap. It's here. People speak your language. You have more access to it. Why do you think it is that people don't want to do that first and they want to run to?
I'll tell you. I think Indians are not known for hospitality. When you think of hospitality, you think Thailand. You'll think Europe, Western Europe. You'll never think Rajasthan. And that's changing. I have to say, it's changing. When I went to Rajasthan, I stayed in one of those hotels that was a palace, and they took care of us. They really did a great job. It was all, but at the same time, the bathrooms are disgusting no matter where you go.
And I think the reason for that is because tourism comes very low on people's priorities in most of India.
No, tourists are to be exploited.
Yeah, no, I mean, if your first thing is to have enough food, then you'll be like, chal, dusro ko hum log hospitality dete.
There are lots of poor people in Thailand, but the Thai hospitality.
But they've made an industry out of it.
Exactly. Their country runs. They are nice.
You take hospitality out of Thailand and
they're nothing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
land.
Yeah.
We've not seen the potential of tourism or exploitation.
That's not agree. I think places like Rajasthan with these big huge forts, they really have done.
I think that's one of my favorite places to go in India.
In fact, the place I went to, they had like 6:30 in the morning yoga. And I didn't want to go for yoga. And I was there with a friend of mine who was a girl. And I think the guy had a hots for her or whatever, but he came and woke us up at 6:30. And he's like, no, yoga. I said, yoga. I'm paying money.
Baba Ramdev, please.
I know.
Exactly. You're paying money for it and you get forcibly woken up for yoga.
Then he says, it was actually really nice.
No, I'm sure it was nice, but like you don't want him to tell you to fucking wake up and do. But no, Rajasthan, I think it's, again, such a diverse landscape and so beautiful because like culturally they've managed to preserve a lot of what stuff, was there back in the day, right? I think my favorite place to go in Rajasthan was Jaisalmer. So we went to Jaisalmer and I forget the name of the fucking fort, like one of Amer, Amber, whatever, one of those forts. And we had gone on a school trip, a college trip in BMM, last year of college. So we were walking to the fort, and at the foot of the fort you have this massive sign which says government authorized bhang shop. Massive. Under a bhang ka thela hai. And we're like, wait, government is saying it's okay. Fuck you, teacher. We are going. So everyone's walking suddenly and we're like, fuck, it is the right turn. We've all moved right and we've had one big glass. Everyone's chugged. Thinking that, fuck, where else? And it's pure fucking
bhang. And then how many of you kids have done this?
About 25. 25 of us have done it. Wow. We walked up, up to Amir Fort, seen the view. Oh, it's mental. It's taken us an hour to go to the top.
And suddenly you're like, hey, Amir Fort mein dragon kahan hai?
And then suddenly like this. I looked to the side, some chicks have started laughing there. Because you get a laughing trend. They're laughing. Something's happened to someone here. They're like, hey, wo dekh kya hai? Kuch nahi tha. ठीक है? We're like, fuck, this is intense.
Excuse me, Maharana Pratap.
He's like, what are you doing? Dude, we've run back down in like some 15 minutes, okay? And everyone's tripping now.
Nobody freaked out?
No, like some people had done it. Some people, so all the girls were doing it, we had told them. And this is very sexist, even while doing drugs. You all don't do the whole thing. You all do. You all won't be able to. So they were still fine. They weren't going mental.
So our government of India sells bhang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, government.
Yeah. So government authorized bhang shop, man, and we've come
Beach
down.
rahi hai government.
Government.
So we've come down, and here's the thing: when you get supremely hungry, you need some. Because on bhang you get the munchies, right? So this guy, I don't know, he was some local Rajasthan guy who was making food. You know what he has made? He has made fried pizza.
Oh my god.
To give you an idea what this dish was,
What
it was
is-
bread on which they put cheese, vegetables. It's made into a pizza. Then that pizza is taken and thrown into a pan of oil, and it's fried.
Is it first baked and then fried?
Yeah, it's you make a pizza and you fry it in oil.
That is
Instead of baking it, you fry it.
Yeah,
That is
and then you
wrong.
oh my god, listen, it's the most decadent thing I've eaten in my life. 15 slices I had of that shit. I was that hungry.
15 slices of fried
15,
pizza.
15.
Yeah,
I think my cholesterol is high today because of
that one day.
That one day where I ate fried pizza.
That's the dream, man. If everybody just drank bhang all day,
And ate fried pizza.
like, Twitter would be such a calm place, right?
Yeah.
Nobody would be fighting. Hey, tu chu, no, whatever. Nobody cares.
But have you guys gone to Ladakh?
No, I have not.
Anyone?
I have
Yeah,
not.
I've been late.
Man, all of you guys watching, if there's one thing you guys do right now, fuck going anywhere outside
I
this
should
country. Go to Ladakh
Yeah.
right now. It will change. You will, firstly, you will walk around and you'll be like, this is not India.
Yeah,
But why
This
were you
is-
there? Why were you Ladakh?
See, I purposely didn't say it.
nice.
Which is why I didn't mention it at all.
Nice.
But now, I have to mention. So when I did Jab Tak Hai Jaan, we shot in Ladakh and Kashmir. So that's how I got to go. Even I hadn't ever been before that.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad.
Yeah, it's
That I got that movie.
It's a landscape
Got to
that's,
go.
that's almost like not there anywhere else in the world.
You
So
will,
just-
every day, you will just be like,
Yeah.
what is
Uh-huh.
this?
Yeah.
Like, why is the sky purple in color? Why is it
Yeah.
purple? No idea. Why?
Pollution.
It's no, dude. It's some next level shit.
No, even like the Pangong Lake, right? Like I woke up in the morning at some 6:30. Okay, now the thing is that at these tourist places, no Indian ever wakes up that early. Okay, to see sunrise and all that shit. This is always like foreigners who are taking pictures.
Yeah.
So at 6:30, there's no sun. Okay, so the lake is one color. It's silver. Okay, then the sun starts coming up. Then it's silver golden, and then like different parts of the lake are different colors at the same time.
Oh,
That is
fun,
so
fun,
trippy.
fun fact about Pangong Lake. So when
Yeah.
we went, so the lake is half in India, like it's 40% in India and 60% in China.
Yeah.
The Indian side is salty, and as you move into the Chinese side, it's sweet.
You know why? Because chini.
Racism.
Thank you. Wow. No, why? It's just a pun.
Yeah, it's
Right.
good fun. Huh.
The closest I've been to anything like that in India is Himachal.
Himachal.
So,
Oh, wow.
Kullu,
Himachal is
Manali
pretty good, yeah.
and
Poor man's Ladakh.
yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful.
It is, dude, but walking up the hills and then waking up in the morning in the tent, and I remember sticking my head out in the morning. It was pitch black the whole time.
Yeah.
And I looked around. I was like, and there was snow. It was summer, and there were snow-tipped mountains everywhere.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and like 5,000 goats were crossing on one log.
One, yeah.
And I stood there going, gir. Nahi gira, ek bhi nahi gira.
They have this so the pathway is literally like one person. That's the pathway you have, which is carved around the mountain on which
90%
these
of humans
fucking
will fall.
goats. Yeah.
Humans will fall.
So when we went to Himachal, we went to this place called Kher Ganga there. So Kher Ganga in Hindu mythology is the place where Shiv Bhagwan, no, maybe, is where Shiv Bhagwan meditated for 2,000 years.
2,000 years.
Yeah, 2,000 years. So it's a 5-hour trek. Your base is Kasol. It's 5.5 hour trek on a mountain. You reach the top, and that's Kher Ganga. So when we were walking, again, like you have all these mountain dogs. Who, if you just give them one Parle-G biscuit, they are
Yours
friends for
forever.
life.
Yeah.
Dog is a man's best friend is the perfect example there. Because it's scary. Trust me, when you're going up that mountain and you don't know your way around, it is scary. You can get lost.
Yeah, same.
You know, so you don't know the path, and these fuckers are really helpful then.
Yeah.
We reach up top, right? As we've reached the top, it starts snowing.
Yeah.
Okay, properly snowing, and then you can hear a sound. Aaja, andar aaja. So we see a hut.
Huh.
So it's a Baba. Because if Shiv Bhagwan has been there, this Baba's got to be there, right? So we're like, fuck, let's go chill with this Baba. So we've gone, this guy's the most modern Baba on this planet. He has a transistor. And he has a Nepali disciple who comes every winter from Nepal to serve him.
Oh, okay.
In the cold. So Baba will have food, Baba needs protection, so this Nepali comes.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's telling us all of this, and we are talking, and he's telling us about, acha, wo Kareena Karishma, talking about Kareena Kapoor. I have conversations recorded.
This is such a stereotype of Turkey Baba.
Okay, Turkey Baba max. Now all of this is happening, and we are also fooling around with him. Then he's taking out charas. All of that is happening. Then he's
All of that is
he's getting the Nepali guy to make chicken. And one thing about Nepalis, they can fucking cook. They will cook anything.
I didn't know this stereotype.
Any cuisine.
it's not a
any
stereotype.
cuisine, buddy. Any cuisine. वो Italian खाना Italian आदमी से अच्छा बनाएगा. You just give him little bit training.
So which
this
is why
guy-
they make Chinese in India, right?
Dude, Nepali, their food is always made fresh.
Yeah.
Like momos come from there, right? The whole
Yeah.
idea of steam and all, but they're really good cooks.
So this guy is whipping up some amazing chicken curry. Okay, and the smell is just, we're going mental. It's
Insane,
snowing, all of that. So now, obviously, the thing is, this Baba's assumption is if someone chills with him, they're going to stay, they're going to give him money. We know Dhongi Baba when we see her. We're like, bro, you are not a Baba, you're just lazy in life and you just want to sit on your ass. So you've done this.
Which is the Baba.
Which is a great view and everything. So we ain't giving you any money. And we had we've spoken to this one lodge upstairs which has only 3 rooms. This is peak of winter, November I'm talking about. So it's snowing heavily. So he's like, अच्छा अभी इधर किसे सो गए? We're like, नहीं बाबा हम ऊपर जा रहे. And he's gotten pissed off. He's like, निकलो अब्बी का अब्बी. Get out right now. And he's telling us about fucking bears and all that he's seen around. We're like, chut, this fucking thing is like 15-minute walk up and it's like snowing like a bitch. I know, get out right now. So he's thrown us out and we're walking in heavy snow, not knowing from which side a fucking bear is just going to come.
Maul you.
You have no idea because it's nothing. There's forest, lodge right up on the top and you have a slope.
This is the exact shooting script of Revenant.
Revenant, yeah. I should have just shot it there and got it done. But here's the thing. Once we reach there, it's cold, okay? And it's 4 of us guys who are there. We've gotten one lodge which has 1 bed. So 4 dudes are sleeping on 1 bed in like negative temperature. Now we don't want to turn because then my face is him. I don't want to turn this time. I want to take face in. So we're all sleeping like this.
I have a photo of you from one of our videos, like without a shirt, just sleeping like that.
You're sleeping and everyone's like dying, you know, you want to pass out. All of this is happening. Suddenly we fell asleep.
You guys cuddled.
Yeah, we cuddled a little bit. And then we passed out.
Thakur was a little spoon.
Suddenly at 5:30, my eyes have like just opened. So I'm like, fuck, I want to piss. I get up. Everybody's woken up because like chain of events, right? Suddenly everyone's woken up and we've opened the lodge and we've gone outside. I've never seen a more beautiful sight in my life.
Baba was standing naked.
No man, because I now know why Shiv Bhagwan would have possibly meditated there for 2000 years. Because if there's one place you want to meditate, it's there. It's gorgeous. You see, like you're on top of the mountain, you're seeing everything down. You have forest on one side, you have snow, sun just coming up, the fucking sun rays hitting.
Oh man.
And on top is a hot water spring. And we've gone there and we've jumped into the water. It's nice, proper hot water. And you know when people say the term that I felt like a new person, you just say, I shit you not, dude. We were tired, exhausted, dead, not slept, not rested. We've gone into that hot water spring, come back out. I'm ready. What do you want to do? Like, tell me.
Where's the party at, guys?
Yes, suddenly, and this is when it's so cold that our boxers are hanging outside. They're frozen.
Oh man.
The boxers have become papad. I'm not kidding. We left it there only. We're like, chal, souvenir for whoever.
So no underwear.
No underwear. And we've trekked back down because that's how fresh.
Energized.
So yeah, if you get a chance, definitely go to Kheer Ganga. It's probably...
That sounds amazing,
There's
man.
one trek I made in McLeodganj. I got to McLeodganj. There's a place called Triund. There's a trail there. And it's like 18 kilometers one way. Okay, 5.5 hours up. But it's great, okay, because once you reach a particular altitude, right, when you look down, you can actually see like birds flying below you. You can see the back of like an eagle's head.
And you just fucking hit it.
Yeah. No, it's amazing, okay. But reach there, everything. Now I'm coming back. Okay, now half the way while coming back, I suddenly realized that like I had to go to like I had to take a dump. Okay, really badly.
So much. I thought you were pregnant.
I was like, sorry, bacha ho gaya mera.
No. So like halfway while I'm coming down, I suddenly like realized that I have to take a massive dump. Okay, and I still have 2 hours left of this trek. I have never come down a mountain faster.
And then you dumped on an eagle's head.
No, I just fucking ran down the thing. Made the last stretch in like half an hour or like 45 minutes or something like that. But my knees just killed me after that.
You know, that trekking, we just realize how unfit you are when you go to one of these places and you want to trek up.
Yeah.
Because I have this friend of mine, he's my oldest friend, okay? Kushal, his name is. he's the laziest motherfucker on this planet. So for him to do that 5.5 hour trek, every 10 minutes he's like, "Main nahi aa raha." He would just like sit down.
Humiliating, like you're doing this trek, like, and the locals bare feet are like, zoop, zoop, and you're like, I have shoes.
Bare feet, right?
Yeah.
The one guy who went down after he was up, he has gone down and he's come back up.
Yeah.
He was langda.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He had one proper functioning leg and other leg which he had to sort of move like that. He has gone up and down Kheer Ganga in the same time. We've done once. He has gone up and down.
Wow.
And he is limping as he is walking.
It's a shame. Also, there's so much nicer. People in the interiors of India are so much nicer. I remember we were in Mashobra, which is just north of Shimla. Right?
Yeah.
And we were sitting there and I went with a buddy of mine, Mike, who's working there. He's from the US. He was a random guy who's working in India. And another friend of mine. Just three of us sitting there in this amazing tea shop on the tip of the mountains. And this old guy shows up. And the guy's got no teeth. And I don't understand a word he says. Yeah. But he sits with us. He speaks for like half an hour. We have tea together, and then he leaves. And we all like, did anyone understand what he just said? Nobody knew nobody understood him, but we all like, ha ha ha. And it was great. I remember once I was the same area, Shimla area. I was driving, and somebody in my family had died. So my aunt wanted a particular kind of plant, and there was a botanical farm there. And so she said, "Can you go there? You're already there." I was like, "Okay." So I'm looking for this, driving around and looking for this place. I stop and I see these three guys drinking chai. I'm like, "Hey, do you know where the gardens are?" वहाँ जब खुशबू आ रही है खुशबू वहाँ फॉलो करिए आपको मिल जाएगी and they were just sitting on the
follow the खुशबू
and I'm like wow, like in Bombay, like people would just be like
हाँ बास है कि ना बास वो बास को follow
हाँ वो बास वो shit का smell है ना shit का smell
like go straight to Mahim
like they and over there when we go to Goa, when we go to Shimla, they're so slow and chill, and for us it's like, come on man, hurry up, no efficiency.
No, Goa, like if you go to Goa, they have Sunday every day from 12 to 4 every day, like they don't work, they're like balls नहीं करना है, boss नहीं कमाएगा पैसा, चलेगा हमको chill करना है.
Like it's, I think Bombay is the thing where everybody has to be rush. Bombay, there's so much pressure.
Like quickly let's do this. Where do you have to go? Nowhere. But like let's just do this fast.
Like I have friends who shoot ad films, and when they hate shooting in Calcutta, because if you shoot in Calcutta, the crew may or may not come.
May or may not come. Yes, for sure. Even they are lazy, dude.
They will not. आज mood नहीं है. Rabindranath Tagore's birthday है नहीं आ रहा.
Suddenly, like their list of Bengali celebrities just keeps showing. आज Riya Sen का birthday, आज नहीं come. No, but have you guys been down south, like further from Goa, like Kerala and stuff?
So Kerala, I've been. We got
how overrated are the backwaters?
Dude, so my wife managed to find like a great deal on Taj in Kerala. Like it was a monsoon special, so we left. 3 days, we were inside the property. Best time ever, dude.
Yeah,
best time ever. We didn't even go anywhere because there's such a huge property, and they have these forests. It was great, and the food was amazing. But what's funny about Kerala is that the only rush at one place, and that's the daru shop. And all these dudes with the red eyes. Why are Keralites' eyes get so red?
Dude, they are drunk before they show up at the shop. They've already had like a couple of bottles, and this is their new bottle. They're coming to take it 6 in the evening, dude.
Dude, it's hilarious. Like it's an epidemic over there, and I know when I went there, they had banned alcohol there.
Yeah.
But the people are still bootlegging it. But they had banned alcohol. But the only place you could legally buy it is at 5-star
hotels. Yeah.
Which is real like BS. Like wow, you're totally discriminating against the poor.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at it, that law is so elitist.
So like talk about tourism in Kerala, right? Like so, I went again on the college trip, and before we went, you sort of try and find out what's good, what's bad.
Correct.
So the backwaters were backwaters are gorgeous. This that. I shit you not. Okay, there's bunch of backwaters. Okay, it's not like one backwater. There's like different. Places.
And it's a big landmark.
So the place I think we were going in from Ernakulam. Okay, and here's the thing: if this is the water, there's if you're walking for about half a kilometer or so, it is just filth.
Yeah,
it is Lay's, fucking Pepsi.
How do you know Indian has been somewhere? A packet of Lay's and
Thuk, cigarette, pan, everything, and I'm like. They have such a beautiful fucking thing, and the approach road to that is this. Yeah. Then you get on the boat, and the boat starts moving in the river. Again, there's filth, dirty, because it's 6 in the evening, you can see it. The only time it's truly worth it is when the sun is just about to set. Because at that point, all the filth gets covered. You can't see it. It's just a silhouette.
Yeah.
And it looks like a fucking postcard.
I mean, I know different off topic, but I really hope there's a guy in Japan who's come up with an enzyme that eats plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need that.
Dude, like I have this fantasy, like if I had Superman abilities, I could just grab a whole lot of plastic and throw it into the sun. I have this like because many years down the later they're gonna dig on these beaches and they're gonna find our civilization, remnants of it, and it'll just be plastic bottles of sugary drinks and potato chips.
Don't do it.
Would you guys walk into today? Would you guys walk into the Ganga River?
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
Would you do it?
No.
Would you do it?
No chance.
Do you know what's floating around there? Dead bodies are floating around there.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
body
it
is
is.
carcass of animals.
Have you seen this? I have seen things. Okay, I
I have seen dead people.
Dude, so Varanasi and all these, like it is keychared. The whole place is keychared, and it's not been raining. Where's the keychared coming from?
Correct.
It's from
It's
Wow.
leaking pipes,
Oh,
sanitation.
man.
It is disgusting. This
Oh
place
boy,
is.
that sucks.
It is disgusting.
Whereas one
we
place
should.
you didn't see it, where you won't see this. It's in the northeast.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been. I really want to go
Okay,
to the
again,
Northeast.
I'm being one of those people who tell you other people's experiences. You know, like I've never been to Northeast either, but
None of us have.
whatever pictures I've seen, whatever people have told me, it's just you want to go there.
Yeah.
Because people are way friendlier. In certain places,
Yeah.
certain places, obviously.
Just
because
don't take
of-
your dog with you.
Yeah.
That's so stereotypical.
But otherwise, it is gorgeous. Like you
Yeah.
go anywhere that side, it's beautiful. It's a very unexplored
It's
part
true.
in mainstream.
It's a very sad thing that like when people do talk about places to visit in India, the Northeast hardly ever comes up.
Yeah, which is a sad part.
It's
Because
7 states.
they've just been ignored these days. Yeah, it's a great place. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a place like Bhutan. Okay, our neighboring one of our neighboring
Yeah.
countries.
You can go without a visa.
Dude, that
Dude,
place.
my friend's gone there. She has put up pictures. It is
insane, right?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's put up picture
Yeah.
She's in a hot jacuzzi and there's glass and overlooking is like 6 mountains which are all snow capped. You're like,
Nice.
wow, I want to go here.
Yeah.
You just want to go and chill there. You know,
Yeah.
it's so and I know a lot of my friends outside of India have come to India and been there, and I haven't.
Yeah.
Just as I've never been to the Taj Mahal.
That's something else.
So
Yeah.
I have been there.
I have never been to the Taj Mahal.
What's really fucked about Taj Mahal? There are 2 lines to get in.
Yeah,
One for
white
Indians,
line and
one
yeah.
for
One foreigners, yeah.
For foreigners, 700
$700.
Yeah.
I went to
10
this-
rupees.
20 rupees.
20 rupees, yeah.
And for foreigners, so Indians, if you want, they'll give you can buy either go in your socks barefoot or they'll give you.
The special.
No, like it's
Covering,
it's a condom for your shoes.
Correct.
All right, but foreigners have to wear it, like something like that, and you can see the discrimination.
Their shoes are going to be a way more clean.
Oh
Just-
my god! And that place is so weird. When I went there, I went.
Isn't
to
it turning yellow now or something?
to this, like we talk about trash.
Yeah.
Going back to this trash.
No, which
thing,
is
it
exactly.
trashed, completely
Yeah,
trashed.
yeah.
That place outside the outskirts. It is
Exactly.
just-
It's like the Taj Mahal, wonder of the world. Outside it, the disgrace of the world. It's just like
if you guys have traveled around and gone to a place that nobody has, I think I definitely.
So we all
want to
know
hear about it.
Same,
all the go-to places we already know, but
Yeah.
like the hidden gems, if you all know of any, like let's talk about them in the comment section.
Yeah. Northeast, if you know any places in the Northeast, or if you're from the Northeast, please
And if
write
you all
in.
want us to come do a show there, we are dying to do a
Please.
show in the Northeast.
Please,
So
please make this
somebody
happen.
hook it up.
Yeah.
If you all want us to come, we'll be there happily.
Absolutely.
And then you show us around your amazing place.
Yeah.
We're planning on doing a tour at some point this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can also help out. So
Make it happen, guys.
yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
it from us. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
And we will see you again next week. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and have fun.
Yeah, keep traveling.
Yeah. Have fun, man. Have fun.
Have fun, guys. Have fun.